Just a recap here. Get the windows tinted. I cleaned off a little bit of the soap slime that they had left on my car. But starting to look pretty good. Starting to tighten up a bit. So, as you know, I had to take off the louvers so that they could size the film to the outside of this back window. Here's my plates. So you can see where I had the silicone in the middle and then the Gorilla tape on the outer edges. I'm going to do that again. Gotta clean this down just a little bit more. Hit it with some alcohol. Get it ready. Because when I put the cleaner on there, I think it makes it slippery. But yeah, we're gonna do this again. Be strong. Get the louvers on, and I ordered an extra set of these plates because I want to have one in the middle of the back as well, because it tends to lift up. And I'm going to elongate the slots on the louvers, because what happens is during the heat they kind of expand a bit and then it bows up in the middle, and that's some of the problems that we have with these plastic louvers. So I'm going to have it elongated so it'll still hold the louver down, but as this thing expands, it'll you know, extend out to the sides without bowing up. So that's the plan, but it looks good. That was the thing with the louvers on. It kept a lot of the sun out, but as people would drive up behind me, it was really, really blinding. So I'm pretty stoked now. This is looking pretty good. We got a car meet tomorrow. I'm not sure for sure if I go. I think I'll go. I don't know, you guys seen it before. It's a huge meet. It's over in Morrisville. I like going. Not sure how many of our gang is actually going to it though. So, well, we'll see. We'll play it by ear. I might go. Okay, so I'm getting everything ready here. It's awful hot outside, which is actually a good time to do it. But you don't want to be doing this tedious stuff outside. You'll be drenched in sweat before you're done. So, oh, I gotta tell you something about the backing off this stuff. If it is really difficult to pull the backing off of these things, it's old and just get rid of it. I got some 3M stuff that was like that. See, that's about how it should be. I'm just gonna put a little bead, you know, a little bead in each side, in the center, and yeah, and that's it. Go ahead and line this up carefully. You got to go straight down when you put it down onto the glass. And then these things can turn a little bit when you loosen it, because I don't know, something about the lip on this doesn't always grab just right. That's why the washers on these cheap louvers actually go between this plate and the louver, not on the nut. I mean, you can put another one on the nut. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea, like a lock nut, a lock washer. But this, see, there's a little lip here, and you don't want this plate to be recessed, and they are right now. You can see that they are, and I think that partially is why people have a problem with it. Plus, when they heat and expand, they kind of pull in these plates. That's why after I get it mounted, I'm gonna elongate the holes just a little bit so it has room for it to expand. So this is probably, of all the cars, I always love putting louvers on them. I remember I was probably like 17. It was the first time I saw a car with them, and I loved it. I said, I gotta get them on my car. And I had a Chevelle, so they didn't have louvers for Chevelles. But when I got my Camaro, oh yeah, I put them on the Camaro. It was really nice. And the silicone, I get silicone and I have this other stuff that's a little bit stronger than silicone, which you might want to try sometime, but I'm just going to use the tried and true. The silicone's great. Slide a razor knife under there, I can lift these things off, you know, not a big deal. So, all right, well, there we go. Now I'm going to start putting some silicone in here. I like the one that, like, you back, when you back off on it, it retracts. See, this stuff might be old. I was just at the end. I got the shakes. Doesn't have to be exact. I just don't want to go over. I don't want it to spew out. I mean, it's not a big deal. If it does, you can, because you're going to take the louvers back off. But you can scrape that stuff off. And this silicone, if this stuff gets old, it doesn't work. So check the date. This stuff is probably getting borderline. All right, so good to go. And I'm ready to place this down, see what happens. I won't be able to film while I'm doing it. I don't have another hand or a tripod. So Susan helped me line up the louvers. I put the towel on the one here in case I have to lay him down. So I gotta open this trunk, make sure it clears. See, that's a problem. See the hit right there? That's gonna be a problem. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna move this up. It's almost like it's almost like these things shrank. What is it hitting on? Is it hitting on that nut? So these are aftermarket nuts that I put on there. These acorn nuts are probably a little bit taller than the other ones. All right. So I'll have to put the original ones back on here. They're a little bit shorter. Here's the original one here. These ones are metal and I painted them. Let's try this. So hot out here. Oh my God. Okay. Good deal. And I ordered another plate. I want to put one right there in the middle. Hold that down. All right, so there we go. Got them back on. Tinted windows and louvers, much better. Okay, as much as I'd love to just go back inside into the air conditioning and leave this to dry, I want to take these off so I can press down on those plates individually so that the adhesive fits right. So I don't know what happened. This bottom, see how this bottom is short over here? But like I said, these things stretch in the heat. All right, so let me get these off. I moved it into the sun. Should dry that silicone really fast. You know, my louvers will stretch out a little bit too. So I can oblong that a little bit. It's kind of strange that she kept telling me she had more edge on her side. I didn't believe her. So we split the difference. But yeah, they're not an exact fit on this car, but still look pretty good when they're done. One last thing, you might not want to crank those nuts down too much. It'll pull the plate back away from the glass. So that's where I think it kind of needs a lock washer or something. So anyway, you can see some of the stainless steel ones I put on and I sprayed, but they're not gonna hold up too well, I don't think. But anyway, done. That's that. All right, one last look. Boy, the windshield's real dirty. Yeah, so I wanted to wash the car, but the machine was broken. So there she is. She looks pretty good. I like the look of the louvers. I wish I could have gone dark. Look at this. It looks darker on the back quarter window than it does here. So, yeah, I wish I could go darker actually, but it looks alright though. I wanna check out some of this stuff here. This is, wow, really under this light. So this is the vinyl. It's a gray color, but it's a reflective. So it's a white reflective. I want to see how it'll look on my car. I'm thinking about getting these as rally stripes. Alright, so I just taped it on there. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. Can you see that? You see how much that pops? This is really cool. Yeah. So this is what I want to put down on as the stripes. I'm going to do the rally stripes, but instead of black, which are really bold, I might go with this. Now they have a dark blue that when you hit it with the light, it turns white. That might be something cool too. When I'm driving, you know, I don't know. Is this thing going to be like lighting up and making it difficult for me to see? I don't know at that angle if it's gonna bother me. Gosh, I got so much wax on this hood. The tape doesn't even hold. This GoPro is not very good. Let me try using this light. Yeah. Well, I don't bring my keys, but I don't know. I'll see it lit, but I don't think it'll be a problem. So I think this is the way to go. This could look pretty cool. I get different color reflection. It doesn't have to be white. They can reflect red. They got them reflecting blue. But I think this is going to be the new thing.